Edge. This is Ricky Jenkins down at Southwest Church, Indian Wells. Excited to encourage you for a couple of seconds as to the good news that Jesus is for everyone. That is a promise of the gospel, that Jesus is for everybody. His promise of salvation and peace, identity and worth that is only found through faith in Jesus. It's available to all people, regardless of what you look like or live like or vote like. That's the good news of the gospel. Acts chapter 10, there was this wonderful episode in scripture with the apostle Peter, through which God kind of miraculously showed him that he doesn't play favorites, that his offer of the gospel is available to all people, regardless of their background, regardless of their inclinations. All who turn to Jesus can know fullness of life through him. I think that's good news because in a culture like ours, especially in this cultural moment we're in with pandemic and conversations surrounding race and politics and everything else that's going on, it seems like a lot of times the only people that are heard are the most extreme voices, right? The most exuberant voices, the most outlandish folks, the most extreme folks, whether it's to the left side or way over to the other side of the right. And it seems like a lot of times those of us who are somewhere in the middle are kind of squished and kind of kicked off to the background. That's why the gospel is so awesome, because Jesus says, "Come unto me," Matthew chapter 11, "all who labor and are heavy laden," and his promise is that he will give us rest. If you're feeling a little squished out and put to the backside because of what's happening in your relationships or in current conversations or in the cultural landscape, the good news of the gospel is Jesus sees you, he loves you, and he says, "My love is for everybody, regardless of what they look like, live like, or vote like." Let's seize that promise in this season. Jesus is.